Hey, what's going on, everyone? I know it's been a while since I posted a video. Actually, for the past month, I was actually out in Charlotte, North Carolina. Uh, Before then, was going through a pretty rough time, and right before I left for Charlotte, uh, I, I, as most of you guys know, I was feeling a lot of anxiety and stress. And actually, one morning, before I flew out to Charlotte, I went into a very deep uh, anxiety attack one early morning at work, and that was just several days before I uh, was set to go out to Charlotte, North Carolina for originally for a couple of weeks, but like a weekend or a week. But after I suffered emotional anxiety stress one more morning at work, I actually gave in and decided to take the FMLA, which which I would originally didn't want to do, but after that one morning where I just completely broke down and had a very serious attack, stress attack. That's when I decided, okay, I gotta go and kind of take care of myself, and that's when I decided that to do the FMLA with they were trying to get me to do for a while, but I didn't want to do it. But after that, I gave in and decided to do it. So I was in Charlotte, North Carolina for the majority of it, and I did have a pretty good time down there. I was able to take my mind off of some things, relax, uh, and kind of regroup myself with what God had called me to do, and and to get a new sense of the hope and future He had for me, and with pretty much with the scripture of Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 13 talked about. I do remember I did talk about that scripture a little bit in the last video I posted, and and my time out and Charlie was pretty much all about that. Restoring myself and looking at the future and hope God had for me, and obviously also uh, to take care of myself, as you know. As most of you guys know now, I went through a pretty serious anxiety stress attack with one morning at work. It just completely broke me down, and at that point, that's when I decided that I needed to take an extended time off to take care of myself. So you know that the one thing Satan want to do is tear you down, and he done it to me before, and I'm not gonna allow him to do it this time. He almost got me, but it may seem like he won, but honestly, he didn't win. He did not win. Cause I think and anybody who in the ministry of any kind, uh, that who those are the type of people that Satan want to come after first. I some people may think otherwise, but for me personally, anybody in the ministry who working in the ministry of any kind, at his or her home choice, uh, home church, sorry, those are the type of people that Satan want to come after first. Now, those are the type of people that Satan want to attack first, and 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 the reason I believe now that I'm in the ministry is to help others and to give them hope, to give them hope, to give them uh, to kind of guide them with their future would be, and to give them hope for their future, for what they want to be, when they get older, and as they get older and grow up. And for myself personally, I never thought I would be in any kind of youth ministry. I never thought I would be uh, called a leader of a youth ministry. I honestly never thought I would be called into something like that. And when I first got called in, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool and a little scary at the same time. But the more I got into it, the more it just seemed like second nature to me, because it's a it kind of seemed like I was just born to do it, and I really enjoyed doing it. And I am a unique individual with a unique individual calling. And right now it's in the Case Life Ministry at Assembly God Life Church, both in Roscoe, Illinois, which I'm primarily at the Roscoe campus, but I still do pop in the Rockford campus every now and then if there's some other uh, midweek or some type of event going on. I will show up, although primarily I will be at the Roscoe campus, and now with school back, not now with school back in session. I will be uh, I will be obviously Saturday and Sunday, and every now and then on the Wednesday, every now and then, I'll pop in. I'll pop in on Wednesday night to be with them, and to spend quality time with the kids, and with the Lord, and just to continue to do what I've been doing for the last about 6 months, 6 7 months, when I originally got called into the youth ministry. And like I said, I want to give them encouragement, as much encouragement as I can, and with every situation they're going through. 'Cause I've been through a lot myself. I've been through a lot myself. As a matter of fact, I believe the reason I was called into the ministry were to give others hope. And that's the main reason I was called. I believe that I was called into the ministry. Now, and helping others grow in their faith, giving them encouragement and comfort. And everyone have a unique. Everyone is a unique individual with a unique calling, and I believe mine is giving others hope, and giving others hope, and in any way I can to be able to help them, and in any way I can, you know. And so I believe that the time away, the time I had away really helped me. It gave me some time to take my mind off of stuff, kind of regroup with what God had called me to do, and it helped me to lead to leave, as well as lead every negative thought and experience I felt about myself away, and not let it not let it hold me captive. What I probably was doing for a little bit. That's probably why I went into that and attack. I may have uh, built all that frustration and all that anxiety inside me, and it's got, and I probably let it build up inside me way too much, that it just caused me to go into that big anxiety attack that one morning. And 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 then after that, then I had to I had to get away, with the main reason why I went to Charlotte to regroup and to regroup myself and to refocus on what uh, God had called me to do, and and to be able to do it to the best of my ability. 'Cause if I feel if I didn't take that along extended time away to like to get away and regroup myself, and I would really I probably would have done more damage to myself than anything else. So after finally giving in to take the FMLA from work and to get away a little bit and to root myself. I feel that really helped me in the long run, and it's going to continue to help me as I move past it. If I'm now finally moving past this last obstacle I had in my life. And you know the one thing I want to do is live for the pleasure of God, in order to have in order to receive hope from Him. I believe you have to live in the pleasure of God, and 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 by that I mean but by that I mean I've asked the question every day. I've asked myself the question every day while I was up in Charlotte. I asked, what can I do? What can I add on into my life, and what can I do to improve what I am already doing uh, for the Lord? I'm actually I've been in the youth ministry since February, and I love what I've been doing within the ministry. But I wanted to take some time away and ask them what more that you wanted me to do for both myself in the ministry and as well as it for myself personally, just between like me and God alone. And I've asked God a lot of those questions answered, and I'm not going to share those. I kind of I want to keep that for myself for now. I don't want to share that part, but the other thing I wanted to kind of get behind me was, the all past regret, hurtful feelings, pains, uh, as well as future pains you may feel, and dreams you may had or not now that they and dream things can come in crush your dream too. If you have some dreams you've always had, things can come and crush those too. So so also the time away where my time away also helped me to uh, not only uh, regroup myself with what God wants me to do, but also connect with Him with what I want for myself through Him. As in the Bible scripture, Psalm 37 verse 4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He'll give you the desires of your heart." So I had to work uh, both ways, uh, kind of work around what He wants for me as well as what I want for myself through Him. Cause everything I get, I believe is from Him. Everything I wish to have or will get, I believe will be from Him. And you gotta have faith that He'll do it. You gotta have faith that He'll do it. Without if you don't have faith in Him, and without it, it's impossible to please Him. it's impossible to please God without faith. Now in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6 it says, "He who diligently he rewards those who diligently seek him out." And there are things I seek God out to receive, and he received it to me, and he gave it to me, and there are others that I'm still seeking him to have in my life, and I know as I continue to seek him out on it, one day he's gonna give it to me, and but at the same time I have to listen to him because he may be saying not right now. I want you to focus on this before before I give you this, and I think now I got to focus on what he wants me to do within the ministry uh, before what I desire in my heart. So I after focusing on what he wants for me more now, other than what I want for myself through him. So that's I believe that's one that I gotta focus on more than the other. And I have to lay the so I have to delay the desire that I have for myself for what he want for me. That that uh, that 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 seems pretty tough, honestly. But sometimes God will for us are better than what we want for ourselves. Because Satan come to steal, kill, and destroy, but Christ came that you may have life and live it to the fullest. And as long as you keep putting your desire before Him, she's gonna give it to you. She's gonna give it to you. It's patient and knowing who you are through Christ, so through all your pain, trials, and tribulations. Those who trust in the Lord. They will have their strength renewed, their physical strength, their mental strength. There'll be no uh, hurt things in your body. In my case, there'll be no emotional stress going on. There'll be no anxiety, no more anxiety going on. Those who trust in the Lord, that he will renew everything in you. Will renew your strength. He will renew your soul. He will renew your body. That so that you won't feel any more pain, any more anxiety, and none of that. What he didn't put on you, because he didn't put any of that stuff on me. It was Satan who did all that, and since I'm in a ministry, I believe that he, I believe that I was an easy target for Satan because of the fact that I was in the ministry, but I wasn't gonna have it, and so my not, in my time away, I really fought him. I really fought him, and and I do feel a whole lot better. As you can probably see, I'm in a nice suit here, and I am going now to Life Church in about an hour and a half or so. But it will be my first day back in a while, so I can't wait to get back there and spend the time with the kids and to continue to do what the Lord called me to do, and 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 to continue to pray to Him and come out with the desire that I have with the desire that I have in my heart. All those I want, I will give them all to Him before I will give them all to Him before going any further, because his no is the best no that you'll ever get, and sometimes it hurt, but his no, God's no is more of a protection like no than probably all the other no's that you get answers to. And I believe in this life I have an assignment, and I have and work until you look to my assignment within the Kid Life Ministry at a Assembly of God Life Church, and getting more attached to God more than anything else. And my ministry work here, my ministry work. I know my ministry work here will be short, because here life here on earth is short, but eternal life in heaven, that's eternal. So along here, I'm going to continue to focus on what He gave me on the time, and what He gave me to do. And I know, and I do know why the Lord called me into the Kid Life Youth Ministries, and that's to help others, that to help give others hope for themselves, and for their future. And that's the word, that's the only word I came up with, that the whole time I was away in Charlotte, was to help others, and to give them hope for their future, after feeling a big disappointment in their lives. Yet, as far as the Psalm 37 verse 4 goes, uh, we all know that whatever we ask God for, uh, he wants to give them to it. But at the same time, we can't overlook that. Uh, we can't overlook for what he had for us, over what over for what we want for ourselves. Cause what he want for us could be better than what we want for ourselves. So you can't overlook what he want for yourself as well. So to also, your also your heart can deceive you. That's another big thing. Your heart can also deceive you, but you can't have control over it. You can't have control over it, and a lot of people actually told me, I actually know it, but a lot of people told me that your heart can deceive you, man. I know that, but I have the power to overcome what my heart may say I want, that I know that is not right. So I have the power to overcome that. So I totally get what they're saying when they say that to me. So but 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 I do have the power to overcome what my heart may want, but I know it's not good, and it's not what it is not what the Lord has said that He would want for me to have. you know and no, no, always I will abide in God's word through Christ, that and those will always remain in me, and then the desire that I have through Him will come to pass. No, every desire that I have in my heart through Him will one day come to pass, and 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 to want to live out His, and to want to live out His purposes for what He has, will be produced and fully manifested in me, to live out for what He wants for me to do, and and to do it all for Him. No, worshiping God is not just what I do with my lips, or with my body. just being a spectator in church or quoting Bible scriptures. Uh, you know, just doing those things. There is more. Uh, there is more within that. There is more within that, and actually being called into any uh, services in your ministries in your church home. That's one big responsibility that God has placed in your life, and I never thought I would be in the ministry. I never thought I'd be doing it, but I know now that He put me in there for a reason, and I'm going to continue to help others, give them hope. And I believe that is why I would call into the ministry to give others give others hope, to help them find the hope, to help them find the hope that God had placed within them, and that and because Satan want to take everything away that you've enjoyed in your heart, and for myself personally, I believe I now have a new heart and a new spirit, and with it, and I will and always will uh, walk in God's word and path that He directed me to. And according to Galatians 5 verse 1, it says, "I am set free from bondage and rejection." I am set free from all of it. Yes, it does hurt. Obviously, it does hurt, but uh, being free from it, that that that's even better. Uh, Cause the more you stay in it, the more you're gonna hurt yourself, and you're just gonna completely break down, kind of like what I did uh, about a month ago now, but before I take off to Charlotte. And as a child of God, and the light to the world, reaching out to others, uh, to be a light in their world. That reaching out to others. That's one of the best things you can do for God, and to bless them by sharing them the word of God. And obviously everyone had a different calling and assignment in their lives, but to reach out to them, and give them hope for their future, kind of based uh, uh, on what we've gone through, to kind of to kind of guide them through God's word, that whatever happened in your past, whatever feeling you've already felt from your past, that no God, no God loves you. He never forsakes you. He never rejects you. That He always had a big future for you. And I'm only 26 years old. I'm only 26 years old. Uh, I do believe I have a big a future ahead of me. So I'm just gonna continue to carry myself through what God said about me, through the prayer of serenity, which a close friend of mine talked to me about. His name is Stephen. I talked to him a few times before I took off to Charlotte, and he pretty much talked to me about that, as well as he texted me a few uh, uh, prayer scriptures regarding that. So and that I believe that really helped me. That really helped me out too, and Now I know God. Uh, uh, I know God planned for me to have a blessed future with the divine specific assignment that He had placed in my life, and well and this scripture of Matthew chapter 22 verse 37 and 38 that another scripture I've been trying I've been uh, uh, studying on and meditating on. It said, "Love your Lord, your God, with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind." And carrying yourself. That was the scripture I pretty much uh, said over and over and over again throughout my whole trip, as well as the scripture Jeremiah 29 verse 13, which is talk about giving you a hope in the future. And I've been through a lot of difficult things, uh, painful things uh, before, and probably more than I would like. But I'm still young. I still have a whole life ahead of me, and I believe I believe God does have a big hope and a big future for me, and that's what I want to. That's basically what this whole video is about. Giving hope to others. Whenever you feel or felt that you've been completely let down or completely broken down, like I felt over the past month. Uh, no, God has a future and a hope for you. Jeremiah 29 verse 13. I always remember that scripture. He had a future and a hope for you. Doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are. He had something for you. He had a future. He had a specific future with your name on it that no one else can touch. Cause he made that just for you. That that I believe that was that whole I believe that was that whole scripture was about. And for me with my assignment for what I now believe that is mine is giving others hope for themselves and for their future for from whatever difficulties they've experienced and their lives. And actually I have a big one that I felt countless times in my life, and I believe with Jeremiah 29:13, I believe that is going to set me free from all of it, I'll continue to uh, grow from it, heal from it, and and walk into that blessed future that whatever it is that God has for me, and and then the and with that scripture of Psalm chapter 37 verse 4, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. That is one of my favorite scriptures, as well as Jeremiah chapter 29. I actually have the Psalm chapter 37 verse 4 actually tattooed on my left forearm under the hashtag Speed of Light. But I also have that tattooed on my left forearm. So no, give me hope, reaching out to others and giving them hope. That's what I believe. That's why I believe God called me into the youth ministry to give them hope. If something comes down that you feel like that your life is over, and you may go through something unexpectedly that just took a hold that just took a toll on you. what I just experienced when I went through that big emotional stress attack that caused me to take an extended leave of absence from work and to fly down to Charlotte, North Carolina to kind of regroup and to renew myself. Now God had a hope in the future for everyone, for me, for you, and he wants you to have the the best blessed life possible in front of you to be able to be able to live your life out for him and to do it to the fullest. And I believe that for that scripture, Jeremiah 29 verse 13, it's all about to give you hope in the future. I believe that what it's all about. Cause whatever happened in your past, it's in the past. But in the future, that's where you gotta look to. That's where you gotta that's where I have to look. That's what I have to look to too is the future. Not the past. What happened in the past? It's done. It's done. So we can't go back and fix whatever it was because it's done. But that scripture, Jeremiah 29 verse 13, is he will give you hope in the future, and he will give it to you to the fullest, and you and all the blessed things and the glorious riches that you're waiting on, that he would give to you in his time, and that's another thing you gotta realize too, because sometimes God does things on his time, and not necessarily our own. That's another thing we have to one of myself that we have to look at real closely too, and that because his time and setting is completely different than ours, and whatever he wants for us is completely better and best than what we want for ourselves, and that's one thing you have to look out and watch out for when you're when you're expecting to receive something from the Lord, and that's pretty much my uh, short story for today. I took a lot of notes. I pretty much went through all of them. Believe it or not, I went through all of them, and now I'm just going to continue to for now. I still got a while before I had to head out to church. It'll be my first time back in a while, obviously. I can't wait to get there and to get back into my calling and to be around with the kids again, the other leaders, and I believe it's going to be a pretty fun evening, and I can't wait to get back there. So now I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been a while since I did it. And also I want to take the time to thank several people who helped me out, who I was able to reach out to, and they helped me along the way. So I would like to thank my older brother, Jamari Wilson. I would like to thank Tracy Martinez. I would like to thank Stephen Taylor, as well as the pastor at Empire Way Christian Center, Pastor Alvin White. Um, there's a lot of other there's a lot of other names I want to thank. There's a whole list of them. I'm not gonna, I'm not I don't think I want to thank all the names, because that'll probably take me that'll take me another 10 minutes. So but once again, I hope you all enjoy this clip of Speed of Light with Ronnie. I've been itching to share this part, and I feel good that I did it, and obviously I feel a whole lot better, and I feel good. And I'm going to continue to do what God called me to do, and that is to help and give others hope. And so, once again, thank to everyone who to reach out to me, knowing that I was in a pretty bad shape, especially after that one day at work with a few coworkers who I'm pretty close to. I want to thank you guys for reaching out to me after you heard that I went to that uh, anxiety attack on the work floor. So thank you guys again. I will be back soon. I will be back to work soon. So I will see you. I will see you all soon. And Monty Wilson, Speed of Light. Thank you all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And now I'm gonna just relax a little bit before I head out to church for the first time in a while. And I believe it's gonna be a fun night. And once again, thank you all. Monty Wilson, Speed of Light. Till night time, have hope, keep the faith, trust in the Lord, don't stray away from Him. Then, and remember Psalm 37, verse 4, delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. As well as Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 13. That He will give you future and a hope. That no matter what you've been through, and anxiety, depression, rejection, doesn't matter what you've been through, He will give you a future with a blessed hope, and he'll give you all that, and you look back and you actually thank Him for what He did, because everything He does for us is for our own good. So, you know, Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 13. He will give you a future and a hope that He has for you and for you personally. So that's my message for you guys. That it, that He will always give you hope in the future, no matter what the path looks like. I'm for sure that whatever future and hope He had for you, it would be a blessed one and a good one that He designed specifically for you and for you only. So, the point again, thank you for taking the time to watch this, and for Ronnie Wilson, Speed of Light. See you next time.